lovelies, it's Lulu from Lulu's Vet Market. Good to see you again. I don't know what it's like in your part of the world, but I am freezing and I am in the mood for something spicy and something sweet. So what we're going to do today, we're going to make some Middle Eastern inspired chicken with a gorgeous fresh salad, just to cut through all that sweetness and the heaviness of the meat. So first of all, we are going to prep our chicken thigh. So chicken thigh is a gorgeous piece of meat. There's quite a lot of fat on it, and I would advise you to leave some on there because what that will do, that will render in the pan and that will make a really nice, juicy, tender meat. It's up to you how much you leave on there, but when you buy your chicken thigh, just make sure that you go through it for any like small bones, and you just slice off the fat to your preference. So I'm going to get to chopping that, and I'll see you in a second. Once you've chopped up your chicken thighs, you can put your pan on the heat, and I like to use some lovely dairy-free butter to cook my chicken thighs in. You're also going to use some gorgeous pitted dates. I've just sliced these up thinly. It's entirely up to you, whatever kind of texture that you like. But we're going to pop those in the pan as well once the chicken's browned, and that's going to like really caramelize in that butter and just add a lovely kind of like sweet sauce to the nice spicy chicken. It's going to really balance out those flavors. In terms of spicing, we have some Za'atar, some gorgeous Harissa, which is a mix of chilies and paprika. Depending on how hot you like it, I would probably put maybe a teaspoon in there. But if you like it super hot, feel free to sprinkle as much as you like on there. And just to bring another bit of sweetness, just an alternative kind of flavour, cinnamon. I know it's a bit of a love it or hate it kind of spice, but I like to put a bit of cinnamon with mine just to bring in that extra sweetness on top of the date. So once your butter is bubbling away, we can throw that gorgeous chicken thigh in there. So you want to spread it evenly over the pan so it can start to cook and brown. Before you add anything else, just brown the chicken on both sides. Put it on a high heat first. And the thing with the chicken thigh is that it's a really lovely tender meat, especially when it's cooked in butter. But you have to be careful to like not overdo it. So while I'm letting that simmer, let me just talk about our salad. So for our Middle East inspired salad, we've got some courgette. We're going to grate this and pop it in our lovely, you know I love this bowl, this lovely bowl of sunshine over here. So we're going to grate that. We're going to grate some cucumber as well, just to add that kind of like really fresh flavour. Got some pomegranate seeds to add some sweetness. We've got mint and parsley, very traditional Middle Eastern herbs. You can hear that my butter is like bubbling away right now. So I'm just going to turn the chicken to make sure that we get it evenly coated on each side. So I'm going to chop my dates in now. And my spices, so about a tablespoon of the Za'atar will see you through. I'm also going to put a dash of Harissa, because that is spicy. Tiny little bit of cinnamon. And that is all going to meld together really nicely. Once you're confident that your chicken is browned on either side, you can turn that heat down and just let that cook through. So, making our salad. Got our grater, and we're going to start grating our courgettes. And so the idea with grating is to play with texture, and it's a really lovely alternative and seasonal alternative for January to lettuce. And when things are seasonal, things are cheaper, so that is always going to help. So pop your grated courgette into that bowl and do the same with the cucumber. Okay, so I've already pre-cut some lovely beetroot. Again, really, really seasonal. You can get that pre-pickled or you can roast your own. Either way, it's absolutely gorgeous. Chuck the pomegranate seeds in there. And already we're starting to look really colourful, really fantastic. I've got some red onion and a bit of feta and some pumpkin seeds just to add a bit of texture and a little bit something different to that salad. And just chop up some onion. That's entirely up to you how big the pieces are. Another 3 or 4 minutes on it. Gorge. Right, in terms of like chopping herbs, what you need is a really nice heavy based knife to make it a lot easier for you to chop those. A really good tip, gather your parsley or your herb together, put your hand on the knife near to the handle, because what that does is it puts pressure and weight on it, and that makes it a lot easier to chop the herbs. So you want to try, if this is your first time chopping herbs, try it in a kind of circular motion across the board, okay, because the more you push down on close to the handle, the widest part of the knife is going to cut the herbs. And then when you become more confident, you can move it in a kind of semicircular motion. Just regather up your herbs, keep going in that semicircle until you get a really fine chop on those. So you just pop that in your salad, and already that is looking absolutely gorgeous. Just going to tend to my chicken and then we'll have a go at the mint. Okay, so I've chopped my mint. That's now in my gorgeous salad. Feel free to dress the salad how you like. You can add a little bit of olive oil just to dribble over. You can add some lemon juice, something that is really healthy and just adds to that really nice tartness is a bit of apple cider vinegar, just a tad. That's really going to bring out those onions and cut through the cheese. And our chicken is ready to go. Gorgeous. So pop that into any favourite bowl. You can bulk this out with some rice if you want. You can add some couscous. You can do some potatoes just to make it a bigger meal. But here we go. So here's some gorgeous Middle Eastern inspired chicken with dates and a gorgeous Middle Eastern inspired salad to go with it. Happy January. Bye, darlings.